Morning, YouTube. Have a good day, isn't it? So today had a problem with this 4runner here. This is the 2000 4runner, and from 96 all the way to 2002. I think they have the same engine on this here. And this one right here, is has the same problem too, but a little bit different. Because this one here have a blowing white smoke, and cooling has been leaking to the engine, so coming out through the exhaust. So I think must be heads a crack. But on this one over here, it's running okay. It's not rough like the other one, but the dipstick or the cap is cream like this. So it have to be that this one, I'm not sure is have the same issue or not, but take a chance that it could be a head gasket. But on this engine here is known to heads crack. But on that one, more like off-road car, because they've been lived and been, modified a little bit here and there. On this one, it's a bone stock, and this is two-wheel drive. And I know that this is like a one-owner car. This one been through many. So on that one, we'll replay with this engine here. Okay, it's a used, but I know this car is been wrecked it, and when I pick up, I saw the engine still in the car. Okay, expensive engine. That engine is like $800. And on this right here, so I will say, in case the head's cracked, then my second chance is getting that head to test to see if the head's good too. So this can be, swap the head on from that one to this right here. So I'm going to take chance to do this one on head, and the other one is replaced with the engine. I recently bought this one right here online, and very nice. The key inside here is not 12 point. It worked like a 12 point and 6 point, and actually this grip better than the 12 point or 6 point. Even though you have a strip on those 12 point, you still be able to using this to take them out. Okay, this is my setup. So I'm going to put this right here. So I'm going to crank to break this loose, okay? I think I've heard it's loose already. Yep, I got it. Take my battery out first, so I can touch the engine. Okay, I'm gonna remove the exhaust right here. The best is spray some of the W40 or whatever you have, penetrate to the exhaust bolt before you remove this. Okay, the one on the back here uses a longer socket, which is to be able to work on that one. Okay, kind of tight, but use the long socket, should be able to work. Okay, I recommend that use 6 point, not 12 point, because if you use 12 point, sometimes strip that. Okay, taking down this exhaust bolt right here too. Okay, using a short one like this, so that'll be working a lot better. Okay, and this size is 14, this size is 19. Okay, before you disconnect here, make sure you open your gas cap so it don't have pressure in here, so it won't squirt into your eye. Okay, as you're taking all this out, the nuts, you cannot release this right here, so you have to go to the bottom and to take those 3 bolts right there out to be able to slide the to head it out from that exhaust manifold. Now on this right here, you have to break loose before you're using any impact like this. You know, don't use a fast speed, because you're going to have a problem. Yeah, Toyota Castle nut is not to use a fast speed on it. Okay, spray a little bit W40 to it, so you can take this out. Same thing, this one over here, you can slide this out, so it will have no stretch to the exhaust. Otherwise, you have to take this bolt out. Okay, the easiest way is take all this 6 bolt here out, because this one kind of tight down there, and even though you go losing down there, it's still not falling apart. So this 3 bolt coming out is the easiest way. Okay, here's the faster way. To remove this exhaust bolt here, which is star, and this socket will be E8. Okay, so on this side I move all 6, but on the driver's side only moves 4, and the 2 on the front here I didn't move and be able to take them out. The reason I be able to take them out, because this thing here I disconnect down there. If you did not connect down there, then probably all 6 had to be come off. Okay, there's a way how to lose this bolt here. You can use impact, okay, or use one of this to hold this right here, and then use your ratchet to crank this up. Okay, because this one to hold it, or you don't have this one, don't have to buy this one. You open the valve cover, okay, and there is a nut inside your cam here. You can hold the cam with that. So for the intake manifold, there is no pattern but you can always take it from the outside in, okay, like outside in to the last one, or you can do either one, doesn't matter on this right here, because I don't think they have pattern for the intake manifold. Okay, so we can do either way. As long as you take them out, then you should be okay. Okay, this one right here, don't forget to take this out too, because this one is holding the little bracket here. Okay, there's a sensor here in the back, so make sure you disconnect the sensor here. Okay, and then you can lift this hose up like that, so you can remove the intake manifold. Okay, for some of you that do not missing any bolt, is buy one of this magnet tray. You can put all your bolt inside here, so you won't missing any bolt. Okay, so take out the valve cover off, and valve cover doesn't matter which one you take it out first. Okay, see that? Creamy. Okay, here is a step that you have to have, or you must have. Okay, this is a 10 millimeter. Well, it doesn't matter, but it's a 1.0 thread. Okay, why you need this? Because you coming to this point here, because you want to take down the cam. And this cam have the retainer that rolling. So if you take out the bearing cap right here out, this will shift. You see this two separate right here? Like this one, it doesn't have that. Okay, because this one have one side is, you know, smaller than the other side, so you can see the split right here. So if you take this out without having this bolt to lock it in, okay, we'll show you. This side here, you can see it, right? Because this side's up, okay? This side's up, so you can see that I lock it in with this 10 millimeter. But the other side, I had to chip this down because way down here on the bottom, okay? If you don't put this on, then you cannot, you know, put this one back. Even though you put something to lock it in right here, it won't. Okay, it won't, because you have to have this to lock it in like this, so it won't shift. Okay, it won't shift. So when you line this up, it will be not shift. So when after you torque it, then you know it will go like this. Then after you're done, you can take this out. Then this can you know, shift back. So that have like a spring inside here. That's basically, okay. So on the other side, I had to cut shorter. Okay, make sure just go enough through and enough little bit here so it can go through here, because you need to turn this cam here. I will show you on this. So you turn this one right here. See, right now I turn like this, and this one actually down with the bottom. Okay, now it's up, so I have to lock this right here. Okay, the reason you have to have this short one, because down there there's not much gap at all. Okay, there's not much gap, so you have to have something short like this, so it won't you be able to turn like this. Okay, make sure you have that before you're removing this bearing right here. Otherwise you will have problem to put this one back. You have to have special tool, you know, to be able to crank this one back up. Okay, that will be more difficult if you don't have lock it in like this. Okay, there's a way how to remove this. Okay, it doesn't matter which side you're doing first, but this is the sequence that you tightening For example, when you tighten with this one first, okay? 1, 2, like that, okay? And then you go to number 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8 over here. So number 8 is the one you're taking out first, because when you tie it down here, outward. But when you're losing out in, okay? You're taking number 8 out first. So number 8, which is this right here. Okay. Number 8, and number 7. All right, and number 6 with the last one down here. Number 5. Okay, and then number 4. Like that. And number 3. And number 2. And number 1. I'm not sure what this is how you do. Okay, so simple. All right, I'm not sure you can see down here, but this right here, you have a E1. So cylinder number 1, whatever, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're counting E1, exhaust 1. That's E4. So you put it in this way like that. Hopefully my camera can see it. Or you don't have to, because it already marked. Okay, and you know that E1, E2, E3, E4. So which is like that. So you don't have to be remember how in order. You just remember the E going that way. And you take out the cam out. You see this, how you lock it in like that. Second one is very, very important, is your this right here. I'm gonna get a magnet so I can pull it out. This right here cannot be mixed, because if you mix it, then that will cause your engine knocking, because inside here, okay, there's a measurement cap right here that how you're clearing on the valve clearance. So what I do, I put right here. See, I put an E side, I'm going to put E1 like that. Okay, so the I side I want to put right here. Okay, so that will be next one like that. When I'm done with the intake side, I will put right here. Okay, that's how you do. If you don't do this, you miss this, then your nightmare will come up. Okay, you will have a nightmare, because the valve will knocking. Okay, it may not, but likely you will have a knocking. So from this one right here, you're starting with a 10, because 1 is down here. Okay, so you go with the 10 first, loosen a little bit. 10, 9. Last one, 8. It's not the one. It's not the one that. It's not the outside one. Okay, this has 2. Well, the outside one holding the cap. That's not the one. Okay, that would be 8, 7, and you come back here to 6 right here, and 5, and go to 4, and 3, 2 on top, and then 1. Okay, you can put in order, or you don't have to, but make sure this side stay on this side. Don't mix with the other side. Drop this one, put right here. So now, time to taking down the head. Okay, for the cylinder head bolt, I'm using 12 point. Okay, because it's designed for 12 point. This is out in. Same thing in the cam. Okay, because when you do on the tightening sequence, is you starting from the bottom. The top one right here, number 1, and then you do number 2, right, 3, 4, like that, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so when you're starting number 8 down here first, and then come back to like 7, 6, like that. Okay, I already break loose, so I'm going to use my impact to untangle this. Okay, I'm going to start with number 8. Okay, and then number 7, which is the one on the front here. Okay, and then the bottom one right here is a 6. And then you go to number 5, which is the top one. And you go to number 4, which is the bottom one. Okay, and then number 3, the top one right here. And number 2. and last one is number 1. Now, to do this job here, if you're a beginner or you first time you want to do yourself, buy the books. Okay, buy the book or download it online. Okay, I'm using this book here. Okay, and this book covers the Tacoma 4runner and the T100 with the 3.4 and 3.0. Okay, so this book will cover everything for you. I'm not sure they still have it, but I have this for long times ago, and I still using it. Okay, so after you're done, just take them out. It's no big deal. It doesn't matter which way you take them out. It's no big deal. Okay. Okay. There's the last one down here, which is this one is a number 8. Okay. It's number 8 right here. Okay. And this one right here is not in order, so you can take it first, or you can take it last. Okay, as soon as you take down the last bolt, just pry right here, and it just came out like that. Okay. So on the cylinder head, this will be number 8. Crank this one down. Pretty tight. Okay, and number 6 will be back here. 5 will be this one. Okay, and 4 will be next. This one here. This one's not tight. And 3 will be this one over here. And 2 will be this right here. One will be last one. Okay. And then now it doesn't matter which one you take because you break loose already. Okay. The ring in the screw, so make sure the ring is there. Okay, all right. Let me see. Okay. It doesn't seem like any burning, so don't know. Could be the head crack, because normally if you see like leaking from here or here or here, you know, any of this signs like leaking water, you can see it, but I don't see nothing on this. This engine here tend to have a crack in the middle somewhere right here if I have problem, but you can't really see by naked eye actually sometimes because it's cracked so tiny and you can't see it. On this one right here, this side, same thing, you can't really see it. Normally the happening is it happened to the middle cylinder. If a crack on this, known to crack on the middle cylinder on this. So when you have to do timing belt and water pump or setting the belt, you have to remove the AC compressor, because the AC compressor is it's like hiding the tensioner bolt, so you can't really do without removing this. And remove the compressor, you can't do either. You have to remove the compressor bracket. I already cleaned it and got a little bit of rust because of metal. So almost ready to put the gaskets on, but I'm going to show you something that you have to check this. Okay, you see there's like groove around the edges right here, and it doesn't matter what, I can't clean it off. Same thing, this head right here have a grooves on it. Okay, I'm not sure that supposed to be like that with the metal gasket on it, you know. But I'm going to do is probably spray some copper to my head gasket to see if that will help to seal better. And I did not show on the video how I clean it like this, okay? But sometimes when I do some work, people always say, don't do this, don't do that. So I hate that, okay? So first thing I did, using a razor blade, clean all the old gasket, okay? Then I use this fine, grinder, air grinder to grind it, okay? To smooth this out, okay? So that's what I do. I don't care what you do, but that's what I do, okay? And using vacuum to, sucking all the debris that might fall into your engine. So that's what it is. So right now I try to find the okay, when I look in all my bolt, there's nothing like stuck into it. So I think pretty clean on the cylinder head bolt. So the thread inside here, normally you were using this to clean the thread before you install the new heads in, but I couldn't find the correct one. 10 go in there is too loose, 12 is too tight, can't even go in there. I know the threads is the thread here, and the thread here is a 1.25, okay, but the 12 cannot go in, and 10 kind of losing so much, so it doesn't not fit in either one. But when I'm using the 12.15 and matching with this right here, I can go no problem. But it's not tight, it's not supposed to be like losing like this. So that's why I using 1.25 12 millimeter right here. It can't go in there either because that stuck. See it? It can't go in. So I'm not sure which one, so I can't clean it. So I say that the all the bolt that I took them out is pretty clean. So what I'm going to do, I just use my air to blow it and just leave it like that. If yours dirty, then probably you have to go to Toyota or whatever, or whoever selling the correct one. I'm not sure it's 11 1.25 or what, but I never see any metric that 11 1.25. Normally it will be 10.25, 10 millimeter 1.25, or 12 millimeter 1.25. I haven't seen 11 1.25, so I don't have that one, so I can't clean that. Okay, I'll blow all this right here out. Okay, use a cart cleaner to clean all this oil right here. Okay, make sure all the oil is coming out. I know there's a lot of oil right here, so make sure they're all clean up. Okay, so make sure it's not dirty. So this is Toyota part. This is Toyota head gasket, and let me show you the part number. Okay, this is the part number, and both have the same part number. It doesn't matter which side you put on it, it's the same. And you see the groove right here? So that means this side is up to the head, and this side have this right here down. Okay, so you put down like that. Okay, this is a copper spray for head gasket. Okay, this is a high temperature seal head gasket, so I'm going to use this to spray on the engine block side. Okay, I already sprayed to the copper to the cylinder head. I mean the head gasket. So I'm do on the cylinder, on the block side only, because I know that the block side is kind of have a little bit on those grooves on it. That's why using that to the cylinder head. Sure, you clean the cylinder head very good too, because that's very important to not have any metal or oils on it. The cylinder head bolt. The first stage you have to do is 25 foot-pound. Okay, 25 foot-pound torque. So you do it number 1, which is the center one right here. This is your 25 foot-pound. That's it. And then number 2 is over here. Okay, so number 3 will be this right here. Okay, and your number 4 will be come back to this right here. Okay, so number 5 will be the last one from me. Okay, and then number 6 will be the last one down here. Okay, 7 will be right here. Okay, and then number 8 will be this final one. Okay, that's it for first stage. So second stage will be a quarter turn. Okay, so a quarter turn, I was starting from here and then straight to the head. Okay, so I'm starting number 1. Make sure it's okay right there. It's a straight. Not sure my camera can see it. And we'll do a quarter turn. Alright, that's a quarter turn right here. So that is number 1. Number 2 will be this right here. Okay, that's straight. Yes, right there. There. Okay, so that is number 2. So number 3 will be this right here. There. Okay, that is a quarter turn for number 3. So number 4, this right here. There. Number 4. So number 5 will be this right here. Okay. Number 6 will be the one down here. Not sure I can do it. There, that's straight. Yep. Okay. There. Number 6. Then number 7, this right here. Right. There. Make sure they grip pretty good, okay? There. And the last one is number 8. So which is the top one right here. Okay. Oh. This slip. There. Alright. So the last one, do the same thing. Another quarter turn or 90 degree again. Okay. So that's it. Alright. This is the last stage of the quarter turn. Okay. This is harder because tight of it. There. Alright. So final stage. Okay. So when you do the head, you don't have to set the timing or anything like yet, because the head does not require to set the timing. You know, make sure the cam or the cylinder piston 1 is up. You don't have to do all that stuff, you know, because this is different. So the only time you will do the cylinder number 1's up or DTC is when you do the cam. Okay, so I just forgot about explaining that you don't have to set up the DTC yet. Okay, what you do, just put the heads on and tie it up to the 25 foot-pound and then 90 degree, and it's the second time in 90 degree or a quarter turn, you know, like that. Okay, same thing. I did spray the copper, and that will be on the block side only. Okay, I will not do on the head side. Ready. You can do it the more one right here. Okay, number 2 is right here. And then number 3 will be the one on top. Number 4 will be this right here. Number 5 will be the last one down here. Okay, and then number 6 will be this right here. Okay, number 7 will be this right here. And number 8 will be the one next to me. Okay, now it's time to do the 25 foot-pound. Not much at all, okay? And then number 2 will be this right here. Okay, number 3 will be this right. That's number 3. Okay, and then number 4 will be that one right here. This number 4. Okay, and number 5 will be the one down here. Okay, and then number 6 will be this right here. Okay. Number 7 will be one right here. And number 8 is this one right here. Okay, so now let's do the 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree on this, I will use the block straight and then turn to this way like that, okay? Okay, that is number 1. Let's do number 2, which is that one right here. It's number 2. Okay. Number 2. There. Let's do number 3, which is the one right here. Okay. All right, number 3. And then number 4 will be this right here, the last right here. Okay. All right. Number 4. So the number 5 is the one right there. Okay, shoot straight. There. Okay. So number 6 will be this guy here. All right. There. So number 7 will be right here. Low a little bit. It's kind of scary. It's 12 point, you know. You don't want to get it stripped. Okay. Let me lower a little bit so that will be better for me. Okay. Okay. All right. Get out of the way, get out of the way. There. And then number 6. Last one's number 8 right here. Okay. So let me get a little bit higher. So that will be free from the radiator. So last one, this right here, okay? Okay, that's good. There. All right, one more, then that's it. The last one will be another quarter turn. Okay. Let's do number one again. Okay. Number one will be this right here. Too low. Okay. All right, number one. Okay, this will be the last quarter turn from this side. Use something long so it don't take all your energy. All right. I'm not going to show you the rest because do the same thing. A quarter turn. Okay, that's it. And make sure you do 2 times quarter turn after the 25 foot-pound. Okay. Put some of this, okay, lubricant to the valve before you put the cap on it. You don't have to, but to prevent knocking during the time that there's no oil yet. Okay, so I'll put some right here, and also the cam too. Okay. So when you put it back, just line up exactly where you take them out from. Intake, exhaust, you know. So you won't confuse them on that. Alright. Okay, on this boat right here, it's only 13 foot-pound, okay? And you don't need to do a 90-degree on this. Make sure it's 13 foot-pound, that's it. Okay? And same thing the other side. You have to do this side too. Okay, make sure you clean this. No dust, no dirt. Okay, and also put the cam loop into it too. You don't put it, that's okay, but recommend it to put it, so in case when you start first crank you don't have no oil, so that will helping, you know, not wear out this right here. There is a mark right here too. Let me take this out so I can show you. See that mark right there? So this too, it had to be like this. Not sure my camera can see it. See the 2 mark right there had to be like that. Okay. If you don't go like that, let me explain a little bit. The 2 cam have a single dot. The opposite cam have a 2 dot. So as long as 2 line up straight with the, like where the valve cover set at, then you're okay. Okay, the 2 cam, the 2 dot line up, and this 2 dot is straight up to the valve side. Okay, I have a mark right there, and I have a mark right here so I can see it, because it's this way kind of hard to see it, so it's hard to line up. But you can use this right here straight on top. This should be okay, but on this side here can't really see it, so I have to use this mark right here and that mark right there to see it. You know, as long as this mark is straight right here and that mark straight right there, then I'm okay. Okay, and these 2 mark, they line up each other, then I'm okay. Okay, straight, that one straight. You see there's 2 dot right here, they line up. Okay, there's 2 dot right here line up. See, single dot over here and then dot right there, they line up, so it's good. And this one over here, the 2 dot on the side, they also line up. And
The one over here also line up right here, so pretty good. So I'm ready to torque down. Okay.
So make sure put some loop on the top here too. Okay. So this is very important. Okay. Okay. Remember your tight losing sequence. So when you're losing your sequence, you do the center first, right, and the last one first. But now you're doing the first one first. So you do the center one. I just not tighten yet. I just screw in. Okay. Number one, number two. Okay. All right. Let's do a 12-foot pound on this. That's number one right here. Okay. Number two. Okay. And number three will be this one. Number four. Okay. So number five. Okay, number six. Number seven will be this one. Okay, number eight. All right. Number nine, number 10 will be this right here. Okay. That's it. And then the exhaust side, we're starting with this right here. Okay, this one. Let me see, make sure. Yep. Do this right here first. Number two. Okay. And then number three will be this one. Number four. Okay. Number five will be the one down here. Number six. Okay. Number seven, number eight will be this two. Okay. Okay. That's it. So you can take this one out now because this one is already tensioning. So on this side I did a little bit different. You can do either one, okay? You can set this side up first or the other side first, doesn't matter. And then you can align this one to it. Okay, so this is how I do, like that. Okay, I need to turn this. This is a 24, okay, and you can turn this right here to find the dot. Okay, so the dot is right there, so I can line this right here with that dot.
Okay. Let me see if that's straight. Okay. There's 2 dots right here straight up. And you can see a mark right there. They're straight up too. Okay. So what I do is just turn a little bit like this. So that will be lined up to right here. This lined up to right here. And then the one down here had to be lined up too. So you have to play around with this right here to make sure they are lined up. There's a dot right there. The 2 dot is lined up with this right here. And same things over here, lined up with that. Okay. And this 2 dot in the middle, the single dot is lined up each other right there. So now they're all straight. So I can torque this one's in. Okay, I haven't torqued that one. So the way it torques the same thing the other side, so I don't have to show to do both sides. The only difference that this side is the locking, the locking bolt that on this wheel right here, gear right here, is on the bottom. Okay, so you can't really see it. After you torque this, you can turn this cam out and take out the bolt that down here. If you don't take this out, then this too, it does not locking. Okay, then you have probably you're going to have a knocking sound if you don't detention the bolt down there. Okay, you have to take the bolt out, otherwise this won't engage with that gear, because this is going to turn like that to engage tighter on that gear, so it will have like a, I don't know, like spring load, Okay, so now you can turn this over so I can take out the bolt right here. Set it back up again so I can put my timings on. Alright, here's the Mahi brand of the intake manifold gasket. At the dealership, one of this costs about 80, almost 90 bucks, okay? And not without this two. This two is about, I think, $40, something like that. And coming to like over $200 just for this 4. So I ordered Mahi brand. Mostly auto part will carry that. And in case you want a part number, okay, that's the part number. And this is made in Japan. That's what they claim it. The quality of this and the OEM is very, very similar. Okay, show you. Oop. Okay, and you can see that the fabrication, okay, and the quality of the material here and here exactly the same. Okay, it's not like Phil Pro or any other cheap brand. And the reason I use Mahi because they are almost 100% close to the OEM and a lot cheaper. Okay, on this little groove right here, I will put silicone on it. Okay, because all this water hose right here, this is water, and I will put little silicone gasket. Okay, it's a little bit tiny to cover on those only. Same thing at the intake. I'll put a little bit on it too. Okay. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. They don't have a pattern how you do it, but you can do a crisscross. Okay. I was starting. This is a 13 foot-pound only. Okay. Okay. First, wash it outside. The reason I use a quarter because something like this is no more, and plus the back is no more. For 40 it's easier. Okay.
This last two. Alright, that's it. Okay, I got almost everything. So this will be my last step of doing this. And after this one, setting the timing, then the video will be towards the end, because the rest just put everything back, so it's not important to watch. No. So when you're setting your cam, you line up with that, so when you put it back, pretty much exactly what it is. Okay, and then when you set your timing belt, you can adjust to the right mark. To torque this, you either have this, either one work. Okay, you have this one, you hold on right here. You have this one, you hold on right here, the cam, like this. Okay, so you can either or, that'll be work perfectly. So it doesn't matter which way you do. Okay, right there or right here. Torque is 81 foot-pound. So on this one, I will show you the other way. Okay, I'm gonna put my wrench right here. There. Okay, so either or work. You can turn right here, or you can use the 17 to turn right there. The 17 bolt right here. Either or. Straight tap. So straight. Right here. Same thing on this side. There. Remember when you set your cam, right here is don't really matter if you set your cam wrong. Okay, so if this doesn't mark right, doesn't matter you do here right, it won't work. Unless you don't replace any of those, then this will be your perfect shot. Okay, same thing on this side. If you don't do it right over here doesn't matter. Okay, now I'm gonna show you on the bottom one. I'm not sure my camera will be able to see it, but straight from here there's a little dot right there, and then that mark right there is lined up. Okay, see that lined up? Okay, if that lined up, this lined up, that's lined up, and you look behind here lined up, okay, and this side's lined up, behind here lined up, right there and right there lined up, so you shouldn't have no problem. When you spend so much time to do your head, you know, it costs a lot of money to resurface and compression test, already $200, right? And you put a cheap head gasket on it, like such as from eBay, maybe $40 for 2 head gasket, or the $60 for the whole complete set. Stay away from those cheap stuff, okay? Because that will last you probably 6 months to a year. Then your work is trash, okay? So don't do that. Spend some money. It's worth it to spend more money. And the water pump is Asen, and the belt here is, it's not Mitsubishi, okay? It's Mitsuboshi. Like you're missing bullshit. So this is pretty good belt. Don't buy, you know, cheap part like eBay stuff, or cheap from Amazon, or, you know, cheap from auto parts. Sometimes they fail, because I've been used like Gate is trash, okay, or Philpro is trash. They are okay, but not quality. They're okay, last you probably 2 year 3 year, and then broke. I see those gate belt, you know, just broke in pieces right here. Now, like Toyota belt, even though you see crack already, you know, crack right here, and still does not break because the belt is very quality. Okay, the water pump is quality, but such expensive. This kit right here is not exactly Toyota, but the quality is come close to Toyota one. Very simple. If you know how to do head, then you should already know how to put your timing belts on. Okay, I'm going to put little paper clip over here to hold it in case the belt doesn't jump out. Same thing over here.
Not sure if my camera can see it, but you know what to do. Just put right down here. Okay, I took the tensioner idler out because it's easier to fit in the belt in this way. So that's why I take this out. And make sure you press on this side to fit. Okay, now it's tensioning. So all good. This only nuts that it does not belong to Toyota. I don't know why Toyota uses a 13, but you know, they always have Toyota on the number 13. So I would put this tensioner in before I torque the idler. So before you take in your tensioner, you can check out all your marks to see it's there. Okay, so I already checked, so everything's still good. So I pull that so it will tension my belts up. Okay.
Okay, just torque the idler for 20 foot-pound. So everything else done. So the crank pulley is a 184 foot-pound, and then the rest you do yourself. All right. We'll see you at the end of everything. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment of truth. So everything is in. Okay. So oil is in, coolant is in. Let's put the negative batteries on. So let's go fire it up to see how it sounds. It's very scary at this point here. Sometimes one little setting wrong and that can create very cluster. Okay, so let's go find out.
Sounds good, sounds good.
Okay, so right now it's trying to bleed it the radiator, and whenever reaching the normal temperature, then I will shut it down. And you can see that the engine is very steady. There's no vibrate, no shaking. Sounds perfect. Okay, so when you do timing, you do head, you do block, whatever, because those are required setting, and on this require a lot of setting. And if you do one mistake, internal wrong, that can cost you another couple day work because you want to tear down again. You know, this kind of work is very difficult sometimes. To take him out and redo it is very boring. When you do a first time right, then the job's over. But if you do it wrong, man, you don't want to go back to the second time. So you have to be careful sometimes, okay? So study what you're going to do first and then finish the way it should be. So thank you for watching the whole video, and hopefully this little job here can help you on your Toyota 4runner or Tacoma or any of the 3.4. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next video. Bye bye now.